On the next episode of the Run Adjacent podcast, Dom Harvey, being released Tuesday the 8th of August. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Run Adjacent podcast. My name's Hayden Bell. This podcast is brought to you by our buddies at Trek Trail and Fish. You can find them at 4 Wakeland Street in Carmo, the Runner's Candy Store. For you, the listener, they have a special going for the month of August. It's 40% off all apparel in store, so that includes 2XU, Under Armour, Mons Royale, and many more brands. Just pop in and see them and mention this that you heard this on the podcast, and yeah, it's easy as that. My guest today My guest today is a big one. He's been an inspiration to me personally to start this podcast. He was the host on the Edge Breakfast radio show from 2001 to 2021.
It's 20 years.
Thank you. He has a combined social media following of nearly 100,000 people.
Over 100,000 now.
Nice. Thank you for chipping in. He has written 3 best-selling books, including Running, a Love Story. He has run all 6 of the World Marathon majors, the New York, Chicago, Tokyo, Berlin, and Boston. In Tokyo, he ran a PB of 2 hours 57.
Wow, that's quick.
That's bloody quick. He has a podcast of his own, which is bloody awesome. It's had over 1 million downloads. How many now?
Yeah, still just over 1 million.
I encourage you, if you haven't already, to give it a listen. We are so grateful, I am so grateful that he has given up his time for me today. Please welcome to the show, Dom Harvey from the Runners Only with Dom Harvey.
G'day, Hayden. How are you? First of all, thank you for having me on your podcast. What does adjacent mean? It's called the Run Adjacent podcast. What does adjacent mean? Is it like means, alongside with? No.
Yeah, it means so running, but then subjects adjacent to running. Such as people like yourself who are influencers in the category. It means like nutrition stuff. I had an interview with an owner of a gym.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so just any sort of person connected in that sphere.
Yeah.
I like it. And you gave a shout out at the intro to a sponsor. Who is it? What is it?
Trek Trail and Fish.
Trek Trail and Fish. Well, first of all, good on you for starting a podcast and good on you for getting a sponsor. I had to grind away for about a year before I got a sponsor. What do they do? They give you some money, or they chuck you a free pair of shoes every now and then? What do they?
Actually,
is this commercially sensitive?
No, Des. If you do want to throw me a pair of shoes, I wouldn't mind. But he's basically covering the hosting rights to that keeps keeps this broadcast. So yeah.
I mean, the good thing about podcasting is anyone can buy the microphones or buy some gear, or you don't even need to do that. You can just record it into your phone if you want. Literally, podcasting is a cheap thing. There are some expenses involved though, and time. Yeah, it's a big time commitment. Yeah. So good on you for starting it, and good on you for sticking with it. Unlike your co-host who couldn't be here today because scheduling conflict.
Yeah,
turns out I'm not a big enough star to. She'd rather spend time with her son than with me. Prioritizing family over has-been radio presenters.
Mate, you're so much more than a has-been. It's nah.
All right. So, what do we do? Run adjacent.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. This is not my idea. This is Hayden's idea. I think this is an absolute clusterfuck. That's his podcast, his rules.
Yeah. Okay.
Run adjacent with Hayden. Run adjacent. Here we go. Run adjacent with Hayden. Run adjacent with Hayden. Hey, Run adjacent with Hayden. And sometimes Hannah. Maya Wilson. Fuck. All right. Okay. I got that song made by. Are you familiar with the website and app Fiverr?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was some guy in America that made it. It was like $60. It's done well.
Yeah.
But it's definitely time to change it up.
No.
My dog's freaking out. He goes, whoa, why are you changing the lyrics to your theme song? Because it's Hayden's podcast and that's what he wanted.
Okay. Right. That's
Are we out?
Yeah, we're out. Okay.
Right.
Till next time, happy running.